Hey folks, C Squared here. I've been working on my drone skills a fair amount here lately, and I wanted to share a few things, a few thoughts, and some things that I've been doing. So one big important thing has been that I come out to a park, this particular park, where I've become real familiar with what's here. And there's just the right amount of obstacles and open space to work on a lot of different skills. So with the open space, you get an opportunity to maybe work on maneuvers and kind of how the sticks feel for certain things. And even once I got pretty comfortable after a few months of mostly using the normal manual mode of flying the drone, and I went into working on the intelligent flight modes, I felt a little bit concerned about turning the control over to the drone at first. So having a little bit of space to work with helped my confidence in it a little bit, because I knew if it acted really crazy and unpredictably, I'd be able to quickly get out of that mode and go back to normal before I actually ran into something. So that really helped a lot, which also makes me think, I would like to say that I feel like it's pretty important to practice pretty much exclusively with manual flying until you get pretty comfortable with that and don't really worry about all those intelligent flight modes for a while. They're fun, but if you don't really have something going with flying the drone manually, then they're really kind of gimmicky. But once you kind of know how to fly the drone and you can get back to thinking about camera work, then they actually start to mean something. So I would highly recommend that. Just get those basic skills down first, and then come back to it and think of it as a camera that's flying around. And then you can kind of work on that sort of semi-automation. Now, another thing that I like about this place is that there's a pretty good perimeter here with just wooded area, and it goes a good ways before you get to any like different communities back there, neighborhoods and that kind of stuff. There's a hospital on this side, so you can't really go fooling around over there very much. But in the direction that it's mostly communities and stuff, there's really a lot of wooded area between here and there. For me, it was helpful to go out and just get comfortable with the idea that the drone was a long ways away from me. It stays in visual line of sight, but it's way out there, you know, when you go up as high as you can and get way out there and it's kind of a dot in the sky, it starts to feel a little weird, at least for me at first. I know I'll get more comfortable with it, but and this has helped because you know, you got to have some trial runs and really learn to trust the technology that the drone's not just going to go flying off to Tennessee or something and never come back. Now, another really cool thing is that in this field I've got a couple of trees to use as an obstacle and a little bit of changing elevation, stand of trees over in this direction, and one lone tree out in the middle of this little corner here. And over on the other side of that little hill, there's a number of sort of sparsely spaced trees. So I've been able to practice orbiting around trees, going between them, and then going on to these trees that are in this little sparse sort of semi-forest thing over here. I could actually kind of practice flying through them and not be too terrified of hitting something. So each thing was a little bit harder to do, and it's really been building my confidence and my skill set at the same time. So I highly recommend finding an environment where you have this variety to work with. So I'll share a few clips of some of the maneuvers and the camera moves that I've been practicing out here, and maybe that'll help somebody. And if you're a more advanced drone pilot, maybe you could leave a few comments down below and let me know what you do or have done to develop your skill set. So anyway, if you like this video, click like, subscribe, and I hope to see you on the next one.